Alrighty, guys, welcome back to another episode of Monkey Hero Adventures. We are picking up right where we left off. Just found out the true origin of the Dragonsong War and Ishgard as a nation. We're going to see what kind of repercussions it has. Unrest in Ishgard. Though he lifted not a single claw, 'twould seem that Hraesvelga wreaked his own manner of vengeance against us.
'Twas my life's goal to slay Nidhogg, but I find there is little joy to be had in its accomplishment.
But you have rid the world of a hate-filled creature, and ended a bloody war in so doing.
I lost my family to Nidhogg's flames, and 'twas with fury in my heart that I took up the lance. Every blow I struck in the name of vengeance. We were not so different, he and
I will not judge you for your deeds. I have not the right. Too many innocents have perished in the name of my greater good.
Yet even with all that has passed, the tale is incomplete. We are short a great worm's eye. Of the pair which Haldreth took from Nidhogg, only one is known to us, the one I bear. What then became of the other? Why did Nidhogg, who had taken such pains to prolong the Dragonsong War, suddenly decide to hurl his entire army against the walls of Ishgard? Lord Commander. Aye. The deed is done. Nidhogg is slain. What? In the city? A battle with whom? At once, Lord Commander. Hold firm till our return. Fighting has broken out in the city. Lord Emmerich was sparse with the particulars, but it seems some commoners threw open the gates to a force of heretics.
I gave no order to attack.
Are we to mark the end of the Dragonsong War by spilling the blood of our own? Mayhap Hraesvelga was right about us. Let us away, warrior of light. The people must be saved from themselves.
Wait! I would join you! There has been enough violence. I will appeal to my people in the city and make them see reason.
Come then, Lady Iceheart. Let us write the final chapter in this damnable war.
A small army of heretics has invaded the city, Your Eminence. But there is no cause for concern. A sizable contingent of our soldiers is already in place to repel the Dravanian assault, and the intruders will soon find themselves outnumbered and outmatched.
Our plans proceed apace, then?
Yes, Your Eminence. This unrest shall serve to feed the people's fear of the heretics and the dragons both.
And lend renewed fervor to their prayers for deliverance. Very good. Grant our guests what time they need to sow a measure of chaos, then order the Temple Knights to crush them.
Your will be done.
The moment is at hand. Excellent. All shall soon be in alignment. It is time for the Bringer of Light to die.
Comrades, sheathe your swords! There is no need for further bloodshed!
My lady!
She is come! Hear me, brothers and sisters! The war is ended! Nidhogg is no more! Aye, it is so! This adventurer and the Azure Dragoon laid the Great Worm low! The endless cycle of violence between man and dragon was born of our forefathers' treachery. You have followed me, bled with me, to bring this truth to light that we might all know peace. But Nidhogg is dead. Nidhogg is dead, my friends! He who bore such hatred towards Ishgard is dead! Let his hatred die with him, I say! Let us sheathe our swords and go in peace!
Have we lost?
No, my friend! Far from it! At long last, the peace for which we have so desperately fought is within our grasp. And I, for one, would not forsake it. Peace?
Seize the witch! Let none escape!
Providing aid and succor to the wounded should be our first concern. If the heretics mean to observe the peace, then it would be folly not to do the same.
Horchifant's the man. This picture right here, the 3 Giga Chads, the Warrior of Light, Horchifant, and Estinian. That was rather too close for comfort. But 'twould seem that calm is returning to the streets. My mind, however, yet clamors with 1,000 questions. You return to Ishgard in the oddest of company, my friend. Yeah, well, you know, I travel with a weird group, sure. Orthodox mayhem. He who would not be denied. That, my friends, was rather too close for comfort. Praise Helone that things did not end in bloodshed. I confess I was more than a little dismayed to see you in the company of Lady Iceheart. Whatever is going on, monkey? Okay, well, you see, she's not really that bad. And, we're horrible. Beg pardon. You traveled to the Churning Mist together, along with the Stinian. Never was there a more unlikely alliance, nor one so magnificently effective. Nidhogg dead, the heretics pacified. Father and Sir Emmerich must know of this. Let us break the news to them together. I will bring Sir Emmerich to the Foretop Manor. Yes, an excellent suggestion. Very well, Monkey, and I shall... Very well, Monkey and I shall await you there. The bros. Where the hell am I at? I really don't know where I'm at in the city, but we'll see where this takes me. This is going to take me to the right place. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is the end of where the Jeweled Crozier is. Gotcha. I usually travel by Aethernet, so I don't really know the entrances and exits to the different areas, but that's fine. I really should put some of this gear up on the market board, too, but I can do that in between videos. Welcome, Master Hero. Yeah, let's go.
Praise Halone, you are safe.
My safety was never in doubt, Father. For I had the Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light by my side. We bring the most wonderful tidings.
The infamous Lady Iceheart, here in Ishgard? This is most unexpected.
She has done much to quell the violence. The Inquisition may not approve, but we are glad of her presence.
And with the Great Worm's demise, even our nation's more reactionary elements will have scant grounds to press for her immediate impeachment.
My thoughts exactly.
What of the truth revealed to us by Hraesvelga? That the origins of the Dragonsong War, a core tenet of Ishgardian faith, are quite unlike those depicted in the scriptures.
That men and dragons once lived together in harmony, and that it was man's treachery which shattered the peace and plunged our peoples into war.
The same scripture also describes the origins of the High Houses. Were it exposed as false, the legitimacy of our rule would be called into question. If both Highborn and Lowborn can trace their ancestry to Thordan and his Knights 12.
But a single sip of dragon's blood is required to confirm their lineage.
If the Holy See knew of this and chose to remain silent, their crimes are grievous indeed. Regardless, this state of affairs cannot be allowed to continue.
Sir Emmerich, you cannot mean to raise this matter with the archbishop.
Pray consider what you are proposing. If the Holy See chose to conceal the truth for centuries, what reason would they have to reveal it now?
At best, you will be branded a heretic and clapped in irons.
Then at least the Archbishop will have shown his true colors. My friends, this war will never truly be at an end until the truth is made known. You must see what lies on the horizon if it is not. When ruled by fear of a common enemy, we were united. But now we have none. During the war, the Highborn needed men to lead, and the Lowborn men to follow. Not anymore. 'Tis but a matter of time before the old order is called into question. Lady Iceheart will share the truth with her followers, and the Holy See will be powerless to stop its spread. The disenfranchised will rise up united, and blood will flow in the streets once more. A divided Ishgard will not survive.
Tread carefully, Lord Commander.
My lady, is it wise to let him go? I sympathize with the Lord Commander's desire for reform, but to approach the Archbishop in this manner bespeaks an idealism to which I did not think Sir Emeric prone.
Though he comports himself as a realist, he has long dreamt of reform. 'Twas that idealism which first drew me to him, that which made me swear an oath to serve. We must not think of ways to hinder his cause, but rather ways to aid it, even should the Holy See cry heresy.
You cannot mean...
If the Lord Commander does not return from the vault at the appointed hour, I mean to go and fetch him.
Have care, my lady. Your words border on treason. Should they reach the wrong ears, you will be declared an enemy of Ishgard.
That is a risk I am willing to take. Lest you forget, my lord, I am not born of this land. My loyalty is to the Lord Commander alone. But I speak only of what may come to pass. If the rumors regarding his heritage are to be believed, we have naught to fear.
Lies and slander.
Forgive me, what rumors are these?
That Sir Emeric is the Archbishop's bastard son. Senior clergy are not permitted to marry and sire children. But even the holiest among us are not immune to temptation.
I labor to believe it. Sir Emeric is truly the Archbishop's son.
He has never been publicly acknowledged as such, but the rumors have plagued him since childhood. That he rose to his current position, despite being despised as a bastard and accused of profiting from his father's influence, bespeaks the quality of his character. It is my hope that on this occasion, the burden of his birth will work in his favor. Should our worst fears be realized, the Archbishop will not be so quick to execute his own flesh and blood, affording us time to mount a rescue.
Bastard or trueborn, he is our nation's best hope. If the Holy See dares to threaten him, I shall lead the charge against the vault myself.
Hear, hear! The future of Ishgard rests on Sir Emeric's shoulders. I too will do mine utmost to aid his cause.
Orchefon, be reasonable.
A knight lives to serve, Father. To aid those in need. The people need Sir Emeric more than ever, and we may be his only hope. There is no greater calling for a knight than to save the life of his fellow man. I swear to you, on the sigil of our house, that I shall do this and make you proud.
Even you? Romantic, reckless fools, the lot of you. So be it. Make your preparations.
I thank you all for your support.
Though your assistance is most welcome, I fear it will not be enough. Few as we are, we will struggle to reach Lord Commander. If we are to succeed, we must need recruits others to our cause. But how are we to carry out this bold endeavor? Even with an army of knights at our backs, a direct assault on the vault seems unlikely to succeed. You are correct, Master Alphino. Not even the assembled might of House Fortomp and the Temple Knights would be sufficient. With the support of another party, however, we may yet stand a chance. You speak of one of the other high houses. Precisely the opposite. I speak of the revolutionaries rumored to reside in the Broom. 'Twas these disgruntled Ishgardians who opened the gates to our city to the heretics, I believe. But of course, if their hatred of the Holy See drove them to such deeds, they may well be persisted to assist in Sir Emmeric's rescue, knowing the truth he would lay bare. Such is my hope, Master Alphino, and I would have you and Monkey reach out to them. As a Temple Knight and sworn servant of the Holy See, any overtures I make are doomed to fail. But as outsiders, the two of you may receive a warmer welcome. Very well. We shall seek out the leader of these revolutionaries and make our case. My thanks. Astinian, will your brothers heed your command and order them to stand aside? The dragoons have no love for politics, my lady. They will gladly watch and wait while the highborn fight among themselves. How very wise. Monkey, we should hurry to the Forgotten Knight. Totru may have knowledge of the revolutionaries. As one of the knights died, I'll deliver this to the Sea of Clouds when I go next. That is one of the quests for flying in the Sea of Clouds. Forgotten Knight. Oh, Totru. What do you know? Monkey, Alphino! Gods, I've been worried sick. It's so good to see you. And you, Totru. How did you manage to escape the chaos in the streets? Gilbrand and the others barricaded the doors until the heretics left. Not one was harmed, thankfully. But what about you two? How came of your journey? I mean, we learned all this stuff and killed Nidhogg, and it was fun. You're not serious. What was Sir Emeric thinking? I mean, the way you two talk about him, I wouldn't have believed. Anyway, I've heard rumors of the people you're looking for, but I doubt they'll be much of use. The only thing I can say is, any certainty, is that they're being led by someone called the Mongrel. A queer moniker if ever I've heard one, but mayhap it make the individual in question easier to find. Come, let us make inquiries below. It's Gibralont. By the way, in that cutscene, I love that maybe I'll serve beer. Here's his descendant. And that's the Forgotten Knight. Get it? The one that walked away. I like it. Awesome. A mongrel? Not sure I catch your meaning. To a blue blood, or all of us dogs down here. Yeah, I can see that. What's that? Speak up. I can't hear as well as I used to. Alright. I don't know a gosh damn thing about a mongrel, but if I did, you could be sure I wouldn't tell you. Alright. Very helpful bunch. Oh wait, Alphanos down there. Not a single shred of information. Just as I expected. These revolutionaries would not have evaded capture for so long with the masses' complicity. Without the masses' complicity. Still, it is good to know that Tachiru's ears are sharp as ever. Frustrating though it may be, we must press on. While I continue speaking with the people of the Broom, why not go and see if Giberlant knows aught of value? As the proprietor of the Forgotten Knight, surely he must have heard whispers of the mongrel before. We can only hope that he will be more forthcoming than the others. Yeah, let's see what my French boy has to say. You know, people are sympathetic here, but they know not that it comes from tight lips. Discretion, monkey. That's what my customers expect. If they don't get it, then I don't get them. That being said, I am not without my sympathies. I've heard the tales, and I know you've done right by highborn and lowborn alike. Least I can do is point you in the right direction. But to do that, I need you to do something for me. So happens there's a hunter in the Crozier who owes me a fair bit of coin. However, I have agreed to accept payment in fresh herbs. Go and get them for me, agreed? I mean, yeah, sure, I'll do your little fetch quest. So, you're Gilbern's errand boy. Good, good. How's he doing? Same as always? Right. Anyway, I hope he appreciates how much trouble I had to go through on account of these bloody herbs. Tell him to enjoy them while they last, because I doubt I'll be able to find any more until next year. Or I'll find any more next year. I think I'm doing a weed deal. Well, you gotta hand them over or not? Ah, this ought to do. With the other spices, I can make it just like she used to. There are few things which stirs the heart of men like a sip of mulled wine. Share a glass with the right people, and who knows what stories they'll share. Now that I think on it, there's a woman I know who's rather fond of the blend. Hirtha is her name. She resides in the Pillars. She's a maidservant to some noble house or another. I forget. Anyway, be a shame if she didn't get to try this wine. Why not give her a bottle? Yes, I'm here, Arthur. Beg your pardon, but do I know you, sir? I know that smell. This is the wine that girl used to prepare. Her special recipe. It must have been decades since I last tasted this. Oh, the poor dear. Such a shame she was taken in by that baron. He cut a dashing figure, I grant you. I'll grant you that. Tall, slender, long of ear. But those dazzling ruby eyes of his were filled with lust. 'Twas not more than infatuation, what she felt, but she convinced herself it was love, and he couldn't help but take advantage. But when her belly started to grow, gods, the scandal! I mean, 'tis not an uncommon occurrence, but that it was with a higher man made it so much. Well, I needn't tell you. She was discharged from his service, cast out into the streets like so much refuse. After that, she returned to the broom. We drifted apart. I only learned of her death years later by chance. So the amorous nobleman bids his maid servant and cast her aside where the seas take root. Not the most original tale, is it? Cold comfort for the women and children who live through it, though. Even the penitent can appreciate wine from time to time. Take Geraldu, for example. Surely you've heard of him, no? He's a monk who offers succor to the poorest of the broom. A man of many vows, but none which prohibits spirituous beverage. Ah, if ever there's a man who deserved a drink, it'd be him. Gerald. Helone's blessing be upon you, sir. A gift? For me? The scent. How reminiscent of a wine once made by a dear old friend. May her soul rest in peace. Forsaken by her family, she toiled tirelessly to feed and clothe her child, yet somehow she found time to help me tend to those in even worse circumstances. So compassionate she was, so full of love for her fellow man. 'Twas that love which gave her child strength to endure the scorn of the other younglings. That little girl, bless her heart, she couldn't help what she was. Eventually she won them over, but those first few years were trying, even more so when she had to start fending for herself. I remember days she spent standing on the walls, raven black hair flowing in the wind, staring out as if searching for her mother's face in the mists. She was a remarkable woman, Monkey. After everything she was forced to endure, she still remained hopeful of the future, for her daughter's future. Some bonds are thicker than blood, but blood still defines us, and divides us in the end. It's the legacy of our parents, Monkey, and we can't escape it, no matter how hard we try. So the mongrel and her pups chose to embrace theirs, to proclaim it to all and sundry. If you can understand that, then maybe you can find her on your own. Still looking for the mongrel? Like I said before, take your pick. Plenty around if you know where to look. Or do you fancy someone specific? Oh, someone's got unusual tastes. Afraid I can't help you, though. Won't, rather. It's bloody obvious you ain't of the broom. Do you think I'd just tell you 'cause you asked nicely? I mean... kinda. I was hopeful. Have you made any progress, Monkey? I mean, I know what she looks like, and I heard her backstory. So our mongrel is born of an Ellison noblewoman and a Nahirian maidservant. Granted, it's no location, but it's far more information than we had before. Yes, now that her striking features are known to us, mayhap we need only remain vigilant. There must be a way we can draw the mongrel out in the open. Mayhap we should discuss this with Tataru. Speaking of which, where is Tataru? Oh, confound it. She went below to make inquiries on her own, didn't she? We must find her quickly, Monkey. I have a premonition this is not going to end well. Cast your gaze on the streets below, but see no sign of Tataru. Yeah. She must be around here somewhere. I take it you've had no luck either. No? There she is. Wah! I'm sorry. Forget I said anything. Wait! Down there! Isn't that Tataru? Those men are chasing her. Quickly, Monkey, after them!
Where do you think you're going, Missy?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
What's going on here?
What's it to you, boy? Piss off.
Hold on. I've seen them around. They're in and out of House Four Tom's Manor all the time.
Oh, I see. Skulking about at your highborn master's bidding, eh? Bloodhounds hoping to catch a whiff of heresy, is that it?
You are quite mistaken, I assure you. We came here to help. And if you know what's good for you, you will let us pass.
Haha! Listen to the pups yapping. Come here, boy. I'll give you cause to yelp.
Enough! Leave threatening women and children to our betters. We don't have the knack.
Ooh.
Hilda!
Lay a finger on the Blue Blood's pups, and you're like to lose the hand.
often I get called on by glorious heroes like yourself. So tell me, what have I done to deserve you?
Before you start, let's get something a bit more private, eh? The Forgotten Knights, eh?
So, while you're on your way to kill Nidhogg, you stumbled on some dirty secrets that the Holy See has been hiding for centuries.
Eh? What are they on about?
The High Houses. And what makes a nobleman so bleeding noble? They trace their blood back to King Thordan and his Knights 12, the founders of Ishgard. But our friends here reckon we're all descended from the heroes of Eld. Highborn and lowborn alike. And so Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, has gone to ask the Archbishop if he wouldn't mind letting everyone know.
Is he simple? The old bastard will have him executed for heresy.
Well, seems to me that's what the good sir wants. Seems he thinks a noble sacrifice will serve to prove his claims.
We cannot stand idly by and allow Sir Emmerich to do this. Ishgard has need of him.
Look, you've a good heart, I can see that. Willing to risk your neck for someone else even when his troubles ain't yours. But what's this got to do with me?
If Sir Emmerich is imprisoned in the vault, we will need all the help we can muster to breach their defenses and rescue him.
What in the hells?
Ah, the unmistakable scent of heresy. And what do we have here? The honored guests of House Fortom consorting with the Queen of Rats. Ooh, plotting insurrection, I shouldn't wonder. That won't do. Sickness is wont to fester and spread. It must be burnt out ere the infection takes hold.
I reckon Sir'd be happy to wield the irons himself. Well, so happens I've got irons of my own.
Such simple creatures, rats. Certain to attack when cornered. Let us step outside, milady. In here, your toys could hurt someone.
Right there!
You disgust me!
Orchivant's here!
Bear witness! Helone, guide my sword!
Filthy rats! There's no denying your gifts. A well-deserved reputation indeed.
Enough!
Lucky bastard.
Nay, 'tis we who are lucky. Had we fought on, 'twas but a matter of time before our conflict claimed the life of an innocent bystander.
I thought the Heaven's Ward might come here as well.
They came to the Temple Knights' headquarters.
Aye. Sir Grinno announced that the Lord Commander had been imprisoned under suspicion of heresy, and that the Heaven's Ward had been granted full authority in his stead.
Then the Heaven's Ward now commands the Temple Knights.
Those still loyal to Sir Emeric answer to me. Alas, that amounts to but half our number. The other half, who opposed his promotion to Lord Commander, have gathered at the vault as ordered.
Bolstering the guard already, eh? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were expected.
I take it you're in charge around here?
Hilda. And yes, the young master was just persuading me to join his lost cause. Convincing little beggar, isn't he? Your passion moves me. A bit. That, and the fact that we're sick of living off the leavings of our betters. If you've a mind to change things around here, then we've a mind to join you.
Let me guess. You're wondering why I chose the mongrel, right? Because it's what I am, and I'm not ashamed of it. Not anymore. Besides, even my pure-blood pups have more in common with me than the lords and ladies up in high. They've none of them are well-bred. Hells, some of them others were cast out on a spot of fun, same as mine. The story as old as time. One was sick of hearing. Which is why we took up arms. Not that we meant to hold all the blue bloods to account. Some have done right by us, I'll allow, like them in House Halionot. But enough talk. Your friend's still rotting in a cell. Let's not keep him waiting. We've been working in secret to undermine the Holy See and the High Houses, that much I'll acknowledge. But this nonsense about throwing wide the gates of the heretics is just that, nonsense. If not you, then who? You Temple Knights, of course. Reckon it was your beloved Sir Amaric's doing it first, but then I heard how he lost his head. My next best guess would be the Heavensward. They say that they've had the perfect excuse to go door to door through the room, slaughter the heretics and their sympathizers in one fell swoop. But the Heavensward scheme did not account for Lady Iceheart's intervention, so they have been forced to improvise. Fine bloody mess, ain't it? But the die is cast, so what's the plan? We must divert the attention of the High Houses away from the city, and to do that, we need the cooperation of your allies in their service. And what makes you think I have friends in high places? You would be fools not to. Given your goals, low-born knights are ideal recruits. Most swore fealty out of desire for a better life. If offered an opportunity, shed the yoke and live for themselves, who among them would not at least be tempted to take it? Rare is the man eager to die for a cause he does not hold dear. But it need not come to that this day. If they and their fellow knights are deployed afield to deal with a new threat, a massing of heretics, for example, then they will be unable to join in the defense of the vault. Huh? Spread false reports of an attack to get them out of harm's way, you mean? The city will not soon forget the heretics' last assault. If the High Houses believe that the attack is imminent, they have no choice but to act. Can it be done? Can we trick them into leaving Ishgard? Aye. Can we keep them out for long? Not bloody likely. Make sure you're ready before I send word, because you won't get a second chance at this. Then it is decided. To the vault. The archbishop must be held to account. And the Lord Commander granted his liberty. Hearken to me, everyone. We have two objectives: rescue Sir Amric and apprehend the archbishop. We will therefore divide our forces into two parties. Estinian and I will make ready to breach the underground jail and search for the Lord Commander. We will not move, however, until the second party has entered the vault. I speak of your party, Warrior of Light. Together with Lord Horshaphant and Master Alphino, for this plan to succeed, you will need to fight your way into the highest levels of the vault, even unto the Archbishop's private chambers. When the Heavensward realize what you intend, they will fly to their master's side, leaving only a token force to guard the jail. Temple Knights loyal to our cause have already secured the entrance to the vault. Once you are within, they will signal us. If all goes to plan, we shall rejoin you with Sir Amric and confront the Archbishop together. Is everyone clear on their duties? Then let us do what must needs be done. The others are in position, Master Monkey. I will send word once your party has entered. Alrighty, let's go. Might as well just get a random... Okay. Alright, Horshaphant and Alphino, let's roll, baby. This is amazing dungeon and cutscenes and a very crescendo of a story right here. So I'm gonna let it play.
Away with you!
I shall show you something special. Come!
Focus. Release! Away with you! Away with you! Away with you!
I shall show you something special.
I'll cut you to pieces! I will not yield to you! I have the power! Down with you!
Away with you!
Down with you! Down with you!
Away with you!
I shall show you something special. Thee!
Filthy rats! Be gone with you! Sickness must be purged! And now the final curtain!
only killed 2 of those in the time I killed the rest. Wow.
You disgust me.
Feelings neutral, asshole.
Focus. Release!
Sickness must be purged. Be done with you. Sickness must be purged.
Away with you!
Sickness must be purged. Be done with you.
Got our first upgrade. Had a weapon in a while.
Our power! How can this be? Fall back!
Father, please! For a mercy, we were not too late.
Why must you do this, Father? Nidhogg is fallen. There is no need for further deception. Now is the time to renounce the lies which led us down this path. To start anew!
And tear down the very pillars of our society? Our history, our values, everything we have built over 1,000 years? A fool to the last.
Look out!
Go. Asisla awaits.
Lord Orchefort!
It's no good. The wound is too deep. It refuses to mend.
You are unharmed? Forgive me. I could not bear the thought of...
Oh, do not look at me so.
A smile better suits a hero.
I don't think it matters how many times I watch that. I know not what to say. The others, they are gathered at Fort Top Manor.
Don't. Please. A knight lives to serve, to protect. To sacrifice. There is no greater calling. Leave me to mourn and give chase. For my son, and for the nation he loved. Go!
His sacrifice shall not be forgotten.
My son.
I could not stand there in silence, but when all others had forsaken us, Lord Horschiffant took us in, our beacon of hope in a world of darkness. He did his utmost to raise our spirits, so that we face our troubles with courage and with conviction, so that we might face them as knights. Alright, well, a somber ending, but that is going to be the ending for this one. We will pick up right where we left off next time. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.